So far, we have understood all the fundamental concepts behind large language model. Now, let's move to AI agents. What is AI agent and why do we need AI agents? To understand this better, let's ask this question to our model. What is the current date and time? Let's see what response we are getting back from the model. As you can see, it says, I don't have real-time capabilities to provide the current date and time. Because large language models do not have access to real-time data. Yes, each and every large language model has certain knowledge cutoff. For example, if you take this model GPT-4o mini, the knowledge cutoff of this model is October 2023, which means this model is not aware of anything which happened after this date because those events were not part of the training data. For example, if you ask this question, who won IPL 2023, it will be able to tell you the exact answer. See, the Chennai Super Kings won the IPL 2023 because this information was part of the training data. But if you ask who won IPL 2025, it will not be able to tell you the exact answer because this information was not part of the training data. As you can see, I don't have information on events that occurred after October 2023. That's why when we ask current date and time, it is not able to tell us. This is one of the limitations of large language model. Now let me show you how to overcome this problem. For example, if someone asked me the same question, which is what is the current date and time, what I would do. I know using my internal knowledge, I cannot tell the exact date and time. So I have to use external tools to gather enough information to tell the exact date and time. For example, I can use my watch or I can create a Python function like this and call this function to get enough information to tell the exact date and time. This should work, right? Now, can we make the model to follow the same behavior? I mean, can we make this large language model to call this function and use the output to tell the exact date and time? Yes, that is possible. This is what called AI agent, a large language model which can call set of Python function to gather required information to answer users question. This is what called AI agent. But how to do that? How we can make this model to call this function and use the output to answer users question. Let me show you how to do that in just 4 steps. In step 1, we need to create all the required tools. In this case, we need only one tool that should return the exact date and time. If we call this function, we will get the exact date and time. Then we need to create a tools dictionary where the keys will be the actual function name and the values will be the actual function object. If I print this, you can see. Notice here the values will be the actual function object. We can use this tools dictionary to call any tool dynamically just by using the name of the tool. For example, if you want to call this get time function, then we can simply fetch the function object and call the function like this. In this case, this function doesn't take any argument. That is why we are directly calling the function without passing any argument, right? But if this function takes some argument, then we have to pass those arguments as a dictionary like this. Okay. And it is always good to use this syntax, right? So it should work with any kind of function, whether the function takes any argument or not, this syntax will work out. So it is better to use this syntax. So this is the first step. We need to create all the required tools. Then we need to create a tools dictionary where we will keep the tool name as well as the tool object. In step 2, we have to create a detailed system prompt. If you read the prompt, you are a helpful assistant. You have access to the following tools. Here we have to provide details about all the available tools. In this case, we have only one tool. Here we are providing the tool name, which is getTime, and tool arguments. This function doesn't take any arguments, so it's going to be none. And what is the expected output from this tool, which is current date and time. Then if you want to call a tool, respond in the following JSON format. If the model wants to call a tool, then it has to provide the response in this format. It has to provide the reasoning, then tool name as well as the tool argument. Then if you already have all the information needed to answer the user's question, or if the question does not require a tool call, use this JSON format instead. For example, certain questions doesn't need a tool call. For example, if the user is saying hello, then to answer to this question, model doesn't need to call any tool, right? It can directly say hello, how can I assist you? In such a cases, it has to use this format. Here the idea is, whenever user asks any question, the model has to respond in either one of this format. Okay, it's going to be either this or this. So this is our system prompt. Then as usual, we are creating a model input. We are passing the system prompt and we are asking the user question. Here the question is, what is the current date and time? Now let's call the model and see what response we are getting back from the model. Here if you see, this time the model is not saying that I don't have access to real-time data. Instead, it is trying to call a tool. But earlier we asked the same question and we got a different response. See here, I cannot provide real-time information such as the current date and time. This was the earlier response. But now if you look at the response, it is completely different. It is trying to use a tool. Now let's take this output and append it back to the history so that the model will be aware of the complete history. Here if you see, we have a system prompt and we have the user question and we have the AI response. In this case, it is a tool call. Now in step 3, we have to call this tool using this tool args and pass the output back to the model. For that, first we need to fetch the tool name and tool args from this response. But the problem is, this is not a proper dictionary, even though it looks like a dictionary, but it's not a dictionary. If we print the type of this response, here you can see it is a string. Let me print the actual response. Here you can see it is a string. It is not a dictionary. But in order to fetch the tool name and tool args, we need to convert this into a proper dictionary. That is what we are doing here using the JSON module. So here we have converted the string into a proper dictionary. Now we will be able to fetch the tool name and tool args from this dictionary, right? So here you can see the tool name is getTime and tool arg is empty dictionary. Now in the tools dictionary, we have our functions, right? We have our function objects. So now we can use this tool name to fetch the function object and we can call this function by passing the tool args like this. Now let's store the output in a new variable. Let's name it as tool output. Okay, so what we have done so far, we have got this response from the model. It contains the tool name and tool args. Using this response, we have called the tool and we have stored the tool output in a new variable. Now in step 4, we have to give the tool output back to the model. That's why we are appending the tool output back to the history. Now if you look at the history, it contains system prompt, user question and the AI message, which is a tool call, then again a human message, which is a tool output. Now if we call the model with this history, the model will be able to tell us the exact date and time, because now it has enough information to tell the exact date and time. So this is how AI agent works. But the real magic happens when you put all these steps under a loop. Let me show you. In step 1, we are creating all the required tools. Then we are creating a tools dictionary. Then in step 2, we are creating a detailed system prompt. After that, we are initializing a history. Right now, we have only system prompt inside this history. After that, we are asking the user to provide input. Then we are creating a while loop, and here we are checking whether the user typed stop or not. If it is not stop, then we are taking the user input and we are appending it back to the history. Then we are calling the model. Once we get the output back from the model, we are appending the model's response to the history so that the model will be aware of the complete conversation. Then we are converting the model's response into a proper dictionary, because earlier I mentioned that the model's response will be a string. So we have to convert it into a proper dictionary. So that is what we are trying to do here. Then after converting the model's response into dictionary, we are trying to find out whether it is a tool call or it is a final response. So how can we find out whether the model is trying to use a tool or it is trying to provide the final response? It's very simple. If you look at the model's response, if the model wants to use a tool, then it has to provide response in this format. Or if the model wants to provide the final response, then it has to use this particular format. So we can use the same logic. If you see here, if thoughts present in model's response, then it is a tool call. We can fetch the tool name and tool arguments and call the tool from this tools dictionary. Then we can pass the tool output back to the model. Else, if it is not a tool call, then it must be a final response, right? It should be in this format. So simply we can print the final response and we can ask the user to proceed with the next question. So this is the logic. Now let me run this and show you. So let's say hello. So here you can see we have got the final response, right? AI final response. Now let's ask what is the current date and time. This time we are not directly getting the final response. Instead, first the model is calling the tool, then it is coming up with the final response. So this is how AI agent works. Now we have understood how an AI agent works, and it is very clear that AI agents are not magic. They are just well-structured logic. If you see here, we are simply calling a model inside a loop. Here, the model acts as a brain and the loop acts as a body. The brain takes a decision and the body executes the decision or takes action. For example, the brain decides whether to call a tool or to provide the final response. And the body, which is the while loop, executes the model's decision and provides the outcome of model's decision back to the model to take the next decision. This process will continue again and again and again until the model decides, okay, I have enough information to answer user's question, so let's stop calling tools. So once the model decides not to call any tool, this loop will be stopped and we will be getting the final response from the agent. So this is how it works. Here the important point is the model itself doesn't have ability to call any tools. That is why we have this while loop. So the while loop will take care of calling the model and looking at the model's decision and executing the model's decision and providing the outcome of model's decision back to the model to take the further action. That's it. This is how an AI agent works. To keep it simple, AI agent is nothing but a while loop and a model work together to collect enough information using various Python function to answer user's question. That's it guys. That simple AI agent is. Now let's move to the next tutorial. Let's see how we can create the same agent using LangChain.